Hi, everyone. It was hard to see what we had going, but we had to get both Facebook and Instagram up, and so I think we're ready. Today we're going to be talking about the cost and counting the cost. And I know that a lot of people balk at the cost of kind of natural healthcare options, especially when we're talking about essential oils. And I think one of the things that you need to think about is, and that what we came to the realization about with regards to doTERRA essential oils is that most of the essential oil market is corrupt. About 80% to 80 to 90% of it is corrupt, and therefore you're not getting pure essential oils. And so you kind of get what you pay for. When you go into a Target or a Walmart and they show you that you look over the counter and you see that there is peppermint for $8.99, and then right next to it is frankincense for $8.99. Well, that's not even possible. And so that you have to understand that you're not getting the quality. Just like the CBD market, very adulterated. You really need to go to a pharmacy if you're going to get CBD. It's the same thing with essential oils, right? So you get what you pay for. Make sure that you're getting something that is quality, pure, and unadulterated. And then also on top of it, we're talking about, you want to talk just a little bit about replacing the cost of other things in your house. You know, we have kind of changed our whole lifestyle when it comes to health and wellness.
Right. So it became this ripple effect for us. And we, first of all, want to share that we totally get and understand the objection of the cost of essential oils, because we were there. And I shared that a little bit when I posted about this call of our journey and how we didn't even want to get started with essential oils because that we didn't want that added expense. And that's kind of how we looked at it, because we didn't know a lot about essential oils. We weren't educated at that point, and all we were seeing was dollar signs. And so, and I shared how we got started. Like, we didn't even start with a starter kit. And it wasn't until 6 months later when we started learning about the oils, we started using them, and we started shifting the way that we look at healthcare, the way that we look at wellness in our lives, that we've come to realize, okay, there's a lot of savings here. Okay, so here's the ripple effect. So first of all, we would go to the doctor's office all the time, and especially our son would always get what would he get? Ear infections.
He got a lot of ear infections.
Because he would get the cold, he would get fluid, in his ears, and it was always, urgent care, urgent care, urgent care.
Well, we weren't proactive with his health care.
Right.
We waited until he got it. We waited until it got bad, and then it turned into something that it could have been prevented with more natural remedies. It could have been prevented by the food that he was eating. We were eating junk food all the time, which wasn't keeping us healthy. There wasn't a lot of fruits and vegetables. This is not just about essential oils. A healthy lifestyle is very much all-inclusive. It's all about what you eat. It's about what you have for cleaning products in your house. It's about staying healthy with good supplements for you and your kids and everything else, which we don't do a great job either, because it's hard for us to get our kids to take supplements every day. And so we're not there yet. Believe me, we are not there yet. But our lifestyle has shifted. And so when your lifestyle shifts, just remember that the cost shifts a little bit, and then the costs go way down, way down.
Right.
You want to talk a little bit about the average cost of a doctor visit out of pocket?
Average cost is about $300. Okay. Yeah. So when you're thinking about the cost of essential oils, weigh that out. How often are you going to the doctor in a year? And what are you paying out of pocket? I talked to a friend last night. She had an emergency surgery done a year ago, and now all the medical bills are coming in. They're finding out what their insurance is covering and not covering, and they're at about $60,000 right now out of pocket. And we experienced that too before we started using essential oils. Mike had an emergency room visit. You guys may have heard this story. It ended up being acid reflux. They put him on a prescription, but that emergency room visit cost us $2,500 out of pocket.
Which was preventable and is preventable with more of a overall proactive approach to healthcare. And that's one of the things that we really are passionate about. We love essential oils, and that is a major component to being proactive with your healthcare, but it's not the only component. And so when you implement a lot of these solutions, your healthcare bills are going to go down. Ours have gone down drastically, absolutely drastically. And we're talking thousands of dollars a year.
We have not had one emergency room visit. No, we did. We had one.
We had one, yep.
And then doctor visits, we hardly have any except for preventative care. Over-the-counter medications. So that's another way that we're saving money. So this is actually my medicine cabinet. I don't have an official medicine cabinet. I just have a box, and this is what's in there. I mean, that's it. We don't have zero over-the-counter medications. So if you go look at your medicine cabinet and add up what everything is costing you, your pain over-the-counter
ibuprofen, Tylenol, all of your sinus relief stuff, Claret,
Benadryl,
anything that you have, add it all up, and it's, you got something for everything in your medicine cabinet. We don't have any of that. We utilize essential oils for those. We're not against Western medicine. That's not where we're going. In fact, we love the fact that we can go to a doctor, and we go to the doctor. But we have taken control of our healthcare. Another thing that we one of the things that's really, really important is we don't have a pantry. We don't have a pantry that's stocked full of processed foods. Now, what is the cost in that? The cost is we have to go to the grocery store more often to get fresh fruits and vegetables. Probably every other day is where we're going to the grocery store for that. But we don't have processed food, which keeps us healthier. We have noticed a drastic difference. Now, it isn't something that you're going to notice in the first month or in the second month. But you know what? You add up those costs and you add up, just the intangible way you feel, and it makes a massive difference in your overall health and your overall well-being. And then you're going to be like, a year down the road, you're going to be like, wow, I haven't been to the doctor in 6 months. I haven't been to the doctor in 7 months. Now, it's not saying that you're going to prevent everything, but a lot of those things can be prevented and will be prevented when you change the lifestyle.
Yeah, so think about this. The cost of the benefits of essential oils outweigh the risk of medications, illnesses, diseases. So think about that. Think of the ripple effect. And another thing that I did is I printed out doTERRA's cost per drop. So you can get this right online. You can just Google it. And I highlighted probably 10 or 15 bottles that end up being pennies per drop. Pennies. So when you look at it that way, because in a bottle of essential oil here, you get 250 drops. Okay. So when you break it down that way, then you can see that the cost really isn't probably as high as what you think it is. And then the other thing that you can do
is... And you don't have to deal with, like, for instance, if it's a headache and you're taking peppermint and putting it on your temples and on your forehead, you're also not getting the side effect of ibuprofen or the side effect of Tylenol, which is hard on your internal organs in your stomach. So
which is the risk side.
Right, exactly.
So you've got the benefit side and then you've got the risk side. Another thing that you can do is you can make your own roller balls. So I have tons here of homemade roller ball recipes where these only use like 10, 20, 30 drops of your oils, and then the rest you fill it with fractionated coconut oil. So that brings the cost down even more. And then behind me, here's another, I'm giving you just some practical ways of how over time you end up saving money. Okay, you make the investment a lot of times, first of all, if you get a starter kit, but you don't have to get a starter kit. So
still less than a cost of one visit to a doctor.
Right.
I mean,
right.
when you think about it. I mean, in the average, here, just think about this. The average American family, non-elderly, this is elderly, out-of-pocket cost for health care in the United States is over $1,100 per person. That's average. Now, elderly, it goes way up. And then the average cost of overall health care in the United States, and that's insurance premiums, all that kind of stuff, is almost $28,000 per family of four. $28,000. Something's got to give and something's got to break. Take control of those costs. We've taken control of those costs. We can help you figure out how to take control of those costs, not just with essential oils, but with a lifestyle that's going to help you take control of it, with the definitely essential oils being part and parcel to that.
So the tip behind me here, if you can see all of those bottles there, that's my cleaning kit. So all green cleaning, all homemade, and I'm saving a ton of money because I'm not out buying cleaners, every other week because I ran out of this cleaner and that cleaner, and then I'm not at the store adding things to my cart that I don't even need, because when you're shopping, you always see something else that you think you need. So those are just a couple practical tips for saving money in the long run.
And then the cleaners too. Think about the cleaners. I mean, if you have small babies, think about where they're crawling, right? They're crawling on the floor that you are putting, let's say, I don't know, scrubbing bubbles, or I don't know, Lysol, bleach. A lot of people clean with bleach just because it smells. Bleach is toxic, and you're letting babies crawl across the floor with a brand new bleached floor. So do something about that. Use green cleaning. We have for years now, and our house is just as clean as anybody's house around. So just some great practical tips.
Yeah. Let us know if you have any questions right now about the cost of doTERRA's essential oils, or just if there's something that you want us to talk about regarding the cost, just put that in the comments. But one thing that I do kind of just want to end on is why doTERRA can be more expensive than these other oils. And I know you touched on it a little bit, but you do definitely, you have the quality, but you have the testing as well, which is critical when you are using an essential oil. You want to make sure that it's been tested, that it's verified, that it's pure, it's safe. And then the other thing that doTERRA does is we source our plants from all over the world, and that is huge. And we love that we are supporting other economies, families, countries. Did you want to talk more about
mostly
that at all?
A lot of it in third world countries. We're giving that hand up, that opportunity to learn how to harvest properly, to learn how to farm beyond organically. And so those are all things and trades that we're teaching to people in areas of the world that are really oppressed, and that are economically oppressed. And so we're giving them that hand up, and we're saying, here are the tools to be successful and to build your local economy. And also, I mean, you think about it, we're also supporting the economy locally in the United States through people who are selling, and supporting. When you're thinking about where you're going to buy from, and you decide, am I going to buy from Target, or am I going to buy from the local person who is selling doTERRA essential oils? Well, think about where that money is going and who that's paying for. Maybe it's paying for a field trip, or it's paying for tuition for a family. So it's helping out the economy, not only locally, but across the world as well. Looks like we lost Facebook, so we'll go ahead and we're going to upload this video from Instagram to Facebook. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then...
All right, one more quick thing too, just to keep in mind. If you have a wholesale account with doTERRA, so it works just like Sam's Club, just like Costco, don't get your oils retail because you're going to pay more, obviously, getting it retail. Get a wholesale account. It's just $35. You can shop for an entire year at a 25% discount. But then doTERRA does have a rewards program where you can get oils for free. So when you're on that rewards program, it makes the oils so much more affordable, and especially when you've been on it for a while. So we get 30% back in addition in free products. So doTERRA is helping us get oils into our home. They're rewarding us for having a healthy lifestyle. And
we thought Target was good at 5%,
right?
Getting 5% back. We get 30% back on just about really everything that we get from doTERRA. So 30% back. It's a no-brainer for us. It really is. And so just let us know how we can help you, whether it's coming up with a plan to lower your healthcare costs or becoming healthier, you know, and really taking on this wellness lifestyle.
Right.
Let us know how we can help you.
Yeah. And there is a famous quote out there. You probably have heard of it, but you're going to pay for your health at some point in life. You're either going to pay for it now to be healthy, or in the end, when you have diseases and illnesses and you're
one way or
in
the other, you're going to
hospital
pay for it.
Yep. So
pay for it now because it's going to be cheaper and more cost effective now than it is in the future when type 2 diabetes sets in or other things that become very, very costly. But let us help you in that journey.
All right. Thanks,
Have a
guys.
great afternoon.
Bye, everyone.